Picture this. In 2023, a nurse in Dallas quietly hit a $1.3 million net worth milestone, living in a modest condo, driving a 10-year-old Camry, and never once appearing on a rich list. Meanwhile, social media floods us with images of luxury watches, brand new Teslas, and vacations that cost more than your annual salary. So why do most real millionaires skip the flex? And what are they doing differently? Especially right under our noses. According to Fidelity's 2024 report, 8 out of 10 millionaires drive cars worth less than $40,000. If you want to know how these invisible millionaires play the game, and a step-by-step plan to start stacking your own silent fortune, I'm breaking it all down. The habits, the math, the real-life timeline, even if you're starting with zero. Ready to see what wealth actually looks like in 2024? Let's dive in. Let's strip away the myths and take you backstage into the world of real, everyday millionaires. The folks you'd never suspect are multimillionaires quietly living next door. See? The classic book, The Millionaire Next Door, by Thomas Stanley and William Danko, kicked off all this research, interviewing hundreds of millionaires over years. Their biggest finding: true wealth doesn't look like what we've been sold in movies or Instagram feeds, according to their decades of research. And new data from Charles Schwab's 2023 Modern Wealth Survey, most U.S. millionaires live in ordinary neighborhoods, shop at regular stores, and drive used Hondas or Toyotas, not Lambos. Real-life example. Yeah. Grace Groner, a secretary from Illinois who spent her career at Abbott Labs, lived in a one-bedroom house on an average salary. And when she passed away in 2010, stunned everyone by leaving $7 million to her local college. How did she manage this miracle? She invested $180 in Abbott stock in 1935, reinvested every dividend, and let time and discipline do the work. No crypto lottery, no influencer sponsorships, just pure, boring consistency. Compare that with MC Hammer, who was earning over $30 million a year in the 1990s. Think 40,000 square foot mansion, private jets, 17 luxury cars, all the status symbols, and yet declared bankruptcy in less than a decade. The big money truth. Spending is not wealth. Buying is not winning. Those with real, lasting wealth tend to be nearly invisible, skipping status games, stacking quiet freedom, not bragging about it. If that surprised you, hit like, so I know I'm not alone. And let me know in the comments if you've actually seen this in your hometown. And here's something even more current. In 2022, a public school teacher from Minneapolis quietly retired at age 59 with a $1.1 million portfolio. Her secret: she maxed at a 403b and Roth IRA for 25 years, invested in index funds, and never once bought a new car. This isn't just folklore. Vanguard's 2023 investor study reported that over 65% of millionaire clients have never bought a brand new vehicle, and nearly half live in homes below the median price for their area. To hammer it home, true wealth is quiet. If you can spot the millionaire, you probably missed the real one. Let's break down their secrets. Because the mindset and moves are way more accessible than you think. And every habit I share comes with real deal stats and a step you can use today. So, let's flip your idea of what being rich really means. A lot of us grow up thinking wealth looks like the latest Tesla, a $7 latte habit, designer outfits that cost more than a month's rent. But the truth That's just spending. It's not wealth. The real money, the freedom flex kind, comes from totally different habits and priorities. They'll never make flashy Instagram stories, but they will absolutely change your life over time. Now, before we break down the mindsets, here's another modern story you probably haven't heard. In 2023, Javier, a rideshare driver in Phoenix, documented on Reddit how he saved $400 a month by splitting rent with friends, drove a used Corolla, and started investing every extra cent into a target date index fund through his Roth IRA. 2 years later, despite only earning around $38,000 a year, his net worth shot past $50,000. Not headline news, but proof that the millionaire trajectory often starts with ordinary, repeatable moves, no windfalls required. Let's shift to mindset number 1. The single most powerful wealth lever out there. Living below your means. This one sounds basic, but it's the absolute foundation. According to Fidelity's 2024 Millionaire Insights, 94% of surveyed millionaires agreed that they live on less than they make, and their median annual expenses as a percent of income. Only 59% versus the average American's 88%. Here's where most people trip up. Every raise or new job, they inflate their lifestyle, upgrading apartments, cars, gadgets. But their savings barely budge. That's the corrosive leak called lifestyle creep. Let's drop a stat. Schwab's 2023 survey says 69% of people making over $100,000 still live paycheck to paycheck, mostly due to lifestyle inflation. For more real proof, just look at actor Keanu Reeves, worth hundreds of millions, but still riding subways, living modestly, and famous for gifting much of his paychecks. Or Sarah Blakely, billionaire founder of Spanx, who drove a used car for years after making her fortune. These people show up in work boots, not red carpets, because focusing on building, not burning. Wealth wins long-term. Living below your means isn't about denying yourself everything. It's about controlling your money, not letting it control you. The real question, do I need this instead of, can I afford this quick check, dear? Have you personally caught yourself upgrading just because you could? Maybe a new phone? A slightly fancier apartment? Or a car you barely needed? If so, drop a money emoji in the comments and let's see who's on the path to breaking that pattern for good. Mindset shift number 2, and this is the absolute millionaire cheat code, is start investing early. Remember Grace Groner, who turned $180 into $7 million. The magic isn't in the stock pick. It's in the decades she let her money grow. This is the part most people miss. Millionaires get in the game early, even if it's with tiny amounts, and let compound growth turn small sums into insane results. Warren Buffett puts it best. My favorite holding period is forever. Let's do the math with a true example. Imagine Sarah starts investing $200 per month at age 22 for just 8 years. She stops at 30 after putting in $19,200 total. Mike, meanwhile, waits until age 30 and invests $200 per month all the way to 65. Over $80,000 invested. But with an average 7% annual return, Sarah will end up with slightly more money at 65 than Mike, despite investing less than a quarter of what he did. That's the brutal, beautiful power of compound interest. Early roots grow the tallest trees. Not convinced? According to a 2024 Morningstar study, the average 35-year-old investor who started with $200 per month at age 22, has over $100,000 more in retirement savings than those who waited until age 30, even if they later doubled contributions. That's why millionaires focus on time in the market, not timing the market. They automate their investments, set up recurring deposits, and ride out the bumps. Pattern break. Let's get actionable. Want the real millionaire moves? Here are the explicit steps. No guesswork. 1. Open a retirement account. Roth IRA or 401k. Use tools like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab for low fees. 2. Select a low-cost, broad index fund like Vanguard's VTI or S&P 500 ETF. 3. Set up automatic contributions. Aim for at least 15% of your pre-tax income if possible. But even $50 to $100 a month matters. 4. Enable dividends reinvested to ride that compound interest curve. 5. Don't stop. Ignore market panic. Let the magic work. Already investing or automating? Drop a comment with the platform or fund you use. Let's crowdsource the best options and help the community compare notes. And for those worried about risk, remember, all investing involves risk. The market will go up, down, sideways. That's why we focus on broad diversification and long-time horizons. This content is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Consult with a professional before making investment decisions. Now, let's crack open mindset shift number 3. The status trap. Here's where most people sabotage their wealth, even after they start saving. The pressure to look rich is real, and it's everywhere. Get the luxury car, designer bag, flashy vacation, even if the bank account's crying. But what real millionaires know, Every dollar spent trying to impress others is a dollar borrowed from your future freedom. Take Ronald Reed, the janitor and gas station attendant who left behind more than $8 million. He quietly clipped coupons, drove a used car, and invested whatever he could. His entire fortune was invisible until the day he died. The confidence isn't in logos, it's in the power to say no to a job or boss you hate, because your money gives you options. Drop a quick check. If you've ever felt that itch to buy something just because it makes you appear successful, leave a nervous emoji in the comments, and hey, what's your biggest struggle with lifestyle inflations? Share your story below. Let's help each other out. Data time. The 2022 Harris poll found 54% of young adults admit they feel pressured to keep up with their peers through purchases, leading to more debt and less savings. Meanwhile, the average millionaire next door drives a 4-year-old car and spends 3 times less on clothing than the typical upper-middle-class household. According to the 2023 Spectrum Group Affluent Market Insights. Now here's where things accelerate. If you're not burning energy and cash on status, you've just unlocked more bandwidth to invest in what really matters, like building up the next generation. Mindset shift number 4. Raising financially smart kids. Wealth is fragile when handed down, but robust when taught. Ever hear stories of trust fund babies blowing their inheritance before 30? It's a pattern. The trappings of wealth without the education to manage it. Thomas Stanley, author of The Millionaire Next Door, calls it economic outpatient care. Where wealthy parents keep bailing out their kids, and that cycle instantly destroys family fortunes. The solution: Teach children skills, not just spend happy habits. Recent story. In 2022, a small business owner in Portland started holding family money nights, teaching her 12-year-old twins how to track allowance, start a lemonade stand, and even invest a portion in a kid's Roth IRA. Yes, you can do this with earned income. By age 16, her kids already had $4,000 saved, regular part-time jobs, and could explain compound interest better than most adults. Or look at Pete Adini, also known as Mr. Money Mustache, who retired in his 30s and built his son's financial skills early. Tiny businesses, bike repair know-how, investing basics. Because generational wealth is built on habits, not handouts. Here's a stat to remember. According to U.S. Trust's 2022 Wealth and Worth Study, 71% of high-net-worth individuals say teaching financial skills to their children is very important, but only 36% actually do it regularly. The takeaway: even millionaires struggle here. The difference is they choose to make it a priority. If you're a parent, brainstorm one simple money lesson to share with your kid this week. Or, if you wish your parents taught you something, drop that lesson in the comments for everyone else to see. Pattern break. Time for a shareable line. You win at wealth one habit at a time, not with one lucky break. That brings us to the central principle. The millionaire mindset. It isn't about chasing every dollar or aiming for the next get-rich scheme. The theme is patience, consistency, and using money as a tool for freedom, not approval. Let's wrap this up by turning insight into action with a mini framework. You can start today. 1. Track your spending. Seriously. Get granular. Use apps like Mint, You Need a Budget, or the free Lifestyle Creep Buster spreadsheet I've linked below. Seeing your real numbers is half the battle. 2. Automate savings. Set up direct deposit to a savings or investment account so you never see the excess in your checking. Paying yourself first removes temptation. 3. Start or boost investing. Open a Roth IRA or 401k. Pick a low-cost index fund. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab. Set up automatic contributions and forget about market noise. 4. Embrace the art of no. Every purchase you decline now is freedom you buy for yourself later. Remember, every $100 you don't spend at 25 could be $800 at retirement, with 7% return over 30 years. Future value formula. FV equals PV times open parenthesis 1 plus R close parenthesis to the N 5. Stay curious. Build your money knowledge like a hobby. Listen to podcasts. Follow credible finance creators. Binge books. And absorb as much as you can. Because confidence is built on understanding, not luck. Which one of these millionaire habits are you committed to trying this month? Drop a comment below. I'll feature my favorites and stories in the next Money Masters video. Here's a rapid-fire 2024 millionaire do's and don'ts checklist. Do live below your means. 59% spending target. Do automate savings and investments. Do invest early and often. Compounding is king. Do teach or learn money basics with family. Don't inflate your lifestyle with every raise. Don't try to impress others with purchases. Don't wait for the perfect time to start investing. Don't ignore fees. Use low-cost index funds. Screenshot this list and share it with someone who needs a financial wake-up call. If you want my free Lifestyle Creep Buster spreadsheet to start tracking, Subscribe and check the description. I built it to be super simple and effective for beginners. Becoming the millionaire next door is about the steady, boring bricks, not a flashy windfall. Every daily choice is a brick in that wall. Keep stacking, and your future will thank you. I'll see you in the next Money Masters episode. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. And the habits you start today will create the freedom you want tomorrow. Quick recap. You don't need flashy cars, designer brands, or million-dollar income to quietly build real wealth. Like you just learned, the millionaire next door mindset means living well below your means. Investing early and automatically, ignoring status traps, and teaching or learning real money skills at home. Starting small and repeating the right moves is more important than hoping for some magical windfall. So let's lock in those action steps. First, track exactly where your cash is disappearing. Using Mint, you need a budget. Or my free spreadsheet. Second, set up an automated transfer, even $50 to $100 a month, to a Roth IRA, 401k, or low-cost index fund, and keep it hands-off. Third, say no to upgrades that only help your image. Catch yourself before lifestyle creep derails your gains. Finally, pick one new money podcast, book, or YouTube channel to binge this week and boost your financial IQ. If you do these things this month, expect to feel real momentum in 30 to 90 days. See healthy account growth within a year. And if you stick with these habits, you'll be well on your way to becoming the invisible millionaire in your own neighborhood. No matter where you're starting, want more free tools? I've put my Lifestyle Creep Buster spreadsheet in the description. So subscribe to Money Masters and download it to take your first tracking step. Don't forget, drop your favorite habit in the comments. I'll feature the top ones in my next episode. And for a deeper dive, my next video's all about the best index funds with live historical numbers and real risk analysis. So turn on notifications so you don't miss it. As always, what I've shared is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Individual results vary, and it's smart to consult a professional before you make any big moves. Keep stacking those quiet bricks. Your future self will thank you.